Oh, hello. Alright, this is going to be day 6. Mihan, привет. Hello. Um, Day 6 of this playthrough, which we don't have a name for, by the way. I feel like I should come up with a name for it. Alright, what was I doing last time is I was setting up this mall, and it is set up. We have the train with a bunch of things in it, which is really nice. Right, let me think about what we're doing today. This over here is very interesting situation. You see how these guys are completely covered by the pollution and they are not attacking me? There are barely any corpses. This thing is not attacking me, and this thing is also not attacking me. This thing on the right, it seems like also is not attacking me. There are a couple of the dead things here. I'm assuming that it is this nest which is doing the attacks, and from the bottom, this nest. But these guys, for some reason... Wait, I think this dude is coming from here to join the attack group above. That's weird. Something is weird here. Alright, anyway. Let me just remember what I need to do. I have the copper pinned. Maybe the nest cannot spawn any more biters for some reason. Yeah. Maybe the nest cannot spawn any more biters for some reason, but that's weird. Because I thought that when the attack group is created, it doesn't need to spawn the biters. One of the existing biters need to come and join the attack group, right? So, which would result in spawning more biters. Because that one left. But I don't know. I know it's weird. It was happening previously with this nest, I think. And now it's happening with these ones. Alright. Anyway, the research currently is doing 0 SPM. Amazing. What was the last thing I was doing? I was connecting more resources, right? Yes, I literally 7 minutes ago went from 700 to 2000 iron per minute. Okay. That's right. I also connected stone. And I don't need it. It seems. So copper. Is copper the reason I'm not doing the science? No, it's not exactly. No, it is the iron, right? But the iron was connected to like just recently, so we're just waiting. For it to be delivered. I remember that I was doing I was doing the depot, right? And since I have the depot, I can now actually have more than one train. delivering the iron. So how about I actually craft another one? I have everything I need in my inventory already. I just do poop, poop, poop. And this is going to be the iron ore train. Go and work. Oh, we already have several iron trains, did we? Oh, I actually had 3 already. So now I had 2 already, so now I have 3. Okay. Let's do another copper train too while I'm at it. Why not? Okay, so the here's the resources that we have, right? I actually have 24,000 copper left, which is why my copper is pinned. I guess that's what I do. I need to connect the copper. Sure. Let's do that. The one that's pinned. Okay. And to craft another locomotive. Or multiple. 5 more locomotives. Good enough. I feel like I will maybe want to kill this thing. Oh, by the way, as you can see, there is on the screen now the evolution and playtime shown. The stats GUI mod is still not updated, but I was able to just do it manually. Although also Rhaegar was saying that they are considering to, instead of updating the mod, to implement this feature in vanilla, and then there is the show playtime option in the F4 debug screen, actually, so you can do like playtime, and it actually shows it, just like part of the stats GUI, apparently. So like, if there was just the evolution is not shown here. If they add this to the base game, this mod is going to be like obsolete completely. But yeah, the evolution 62 playtime is 30 hours. All right, I'm sorry, I'm being slow right now. I wanted to connect the copper. And Yeah, I was like thinking if I should be killing this or not. Actually, I wanted to check out the this output. So like 40% of the evolution is because of the spawner kills and 35 is because of pollution. So at this point, like killing a couple nests, like is whatever. Yeah, yeah. I just killed that. For sure. And do I have everything I need to kill it? I think I do. How's my tank looking? Looking good. All right. So for this copper, how do I make the rail go there? Imagine from here, I just go to the further to the left and then down this way. Let's go. I think the science should start working already. Like the iron is here, right? What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the military science actually, and that one is waiting for the iron to be delivered this way. Okay. Maybe some of the other things needs to be filled first. Do you have some priorities that I could change? Like for example, this belt of iron is not even being used. I guess I could over here say the output priority should go to the left. There we go. Mm, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Should be good enough. Oh, wait, how did that happen? It didn't say missing rail. Why did it place the rail like that? Interesting. Not sure. Alright, in the rail, which means my rails... Well, actually, I don't need to go anywhere, right? We need to go and call for the mole train, because the mole train has everything. I almost forgot that I have it. Alright. Let's do... Let's do this copper patch. The train. Go here. Wait a second again. If I go to temporary, then this is going to go over there, and I don't want that. All right, yeah. Mining drills. And I remember now what I also was going to do. We have this entity ghost of the efficiency module assembler, which is not being put into the train yet. One of the most important items is the efficiency modules. Is the sign going yet? It is. There we go. So we are doing around 25 SPM, I think. So this should going to be done in an hour. Okay, I will need to defend this anyway, even if I do kill this. Although looking, maybe I don't even need to anyway. Well, what about this one though? This copper is nearby. Do I take this also? Since I'm here, I guess I could, but it means that the defense train will have to like deliver over there too. All right, good enough. Yeah, so we are delivering the bullets here. The train is not coming because it is being loaded. But it's not being loaded because I'm not crafting the bullets much. No, I am. Wait, what? What's wrong here? Oh, I see, actually. The thing is that there's like a big section of this belt which is empty. So I'm not like putting the things from the inserter here. Always. I technically don't need this chest. I should like do the splitter instead. With input priority of the newly crafted bullets. Alright, anyway. Let's see. So I need to defend this thing. And then I will also want to defend this other thing. How about I just do this by connecting the belt of bullets like so. And this is going to be a couple more mining drills. All I need here is these 4 mining drills to cover the entire patch. Right? And these guys are just going to deliver the ore back there. Reach this. Make the belt go back. This is the belt with the ore. And then I need to have the station, and I don't have the station. Blueprinted, but that's fine. This one over here. So I can even combine that with like this, for example. Easily. And then this is going to be my second belt. All of this combined is going to actually, there's quite a few of the mining drills. It is going to be more than a belt. All right. And this connection needs to go through because I want to also I will also want to read this patch. Entirely and connect that all to the radar. Now all that is left is the bullets. Needs to be delivered. And placing down the turrets. I want a couple more turrets along this belt. I will need to connect those using the long inserters though, because the bullets are on that belt. What's the goal in general for today? After I connect this copper, where do I want to get? Maybe bots? I mean, bots is already queued up, actually. The SPM dropped lower. Why is that? Let me check. It is now, the problem is that I don't have the blue science actually. This is barely being crafted, but that's once again because of the iron, because of the engines not being delivered. And the engines are not being delivered because the iron is not here. The iron is not being delivered this way. Oh, this is steel. Oh, I don't have enough steel. I see. How much steel do these guys consume? 0.007 times 5, which is 0.35. But these things produce... They do produce more than that. It's because the steel is also being used up here to craft... Yeah, the solar panels maybe are consuming too much right now. And as soon as this chest is filled, this should be fine. It seems like this is the last remaining blue science on the belt, and then the SPM is actually going to go even lower. That's fine. Yeah, maybe that is the goal for today, right? So last time I was working on the mall, and this time I want to build the bigger SPM factory, right? I was going to do that at some point. What about the stations requesting the bullets? There's actually 3 of them. The oil. This guy and the this iron. Yeah, this belt is not having any bullets on it. And we are going to be attacked. This iron might die if I don't fix my bullets right now. Looks like they are being fixed. Maybe it's all good. But yeah, I will come here and place those inserters to empty the buffer of the bullets in a second too. Actually, I will go ahead and do this right now before I do the other things. The other things being just the wall around this. Alright, so the damage is not going to be here in an hour, but that's fine. Magazine. Right now, in order to defend and do the science, I'm using 70... Wait, what? I'm using 75 per minute? That's a lot, right? I'm crafting 80 per minute. I kind of need that damage, I think. Or build a bigger factory for the bullets too. I mean, in the last hour, I was only doing 46. I was only using 46. What happened in the last 10 minutes? Is it that I started doing the science? But I don't think the science is consuming that much. Right? I'm not consuming 40. Magazines per minute for science, for sure. So, yeah, but this over here is a big attack that was happening somewhere. Maybe. Is it over here, for example? This looks like a big attack. They did some damage to the walls too. I'm waiting for this train to unload, right? Do I have some red belts? Not really. Could make the train unloading faster, because this doesn't unload into the chests, it unloads into the belt. So I'm limited by the belt here, actually. There you go. Finally. How many would I need even? Right, like I want to upgrade these belts. Maybe this is actually going to be enough. Some iron here. Right, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more or something. Surely I can craft that real quick, right? Okay, and they just should make the unloading um of the train here faster. It doesn't like really matter too much, but yeah. Okay, and then this train is already leaving, delivering the bullets over there. But how about we make it deliver the bullets over here first, because this is my new copper, which I want to start working immediately. I mean, this iron over there, it is still not out of bullets. Hopefully it doesn't die, because it's going to receive the bullets only after that oil is supplied to. Will that bet overflow from magazines run into issues with coal on the other side? Oh yes, it will, it will. I did not think about that, really. Let's, yeah, let's not do that. Wait, what? Train or unload? This is the bullets unload, right? Wait, what? I don't understand. Hold on. Stop. Stop where you are. Like, isn't this station called bullet unload? And it's like the closest one? Excuse me? Like, why does it not go for that one? Why does it go there? Let's try again. I deliver this guy here. This is bullets unloading station. It's enabled. It's the closest one. Why am I not coming here? Now I am. Maybe from here it's not. Because maybe like this train stop is actually adding too much penalty. That's fine then. If that's the case. Alright, anyway, we do boop, 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 boom. This is a copper train, which should be enabled if I have more than 4,000 copper. Copper loading station. There you go. The bullets are here. I can enable now this thing for sure. And let's place some lamps. And the walls. Okay. So, and just like that, instead of 20,000, we have 200,000 copper. Nice. And this should be good enough distance. And I should not really need to kill any nests here, right? Okay, and we already have copper train. Do, 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 do. This bullet belt is also basically empty. Where is the attack group created by this nest? Is this the attack group over here? Is that it? You see how these biters, they like act a little bit differently than the other guys, which makes me think that this over here is the attack group. Because not anywhere else, is it? Wait, so what if these guys are not consuming pollution because they're trying to create the attack group inside of a nest? And then that results in the nest not being able to pathfind or something? I'll take a look in a moment if the new copper is actually going to be attacked or not. Check the bullets too. Being loaded pretty fast, that's good. Yeah, but I'm just emptying the chests, right? Once again, in the last 10 minutes, I was using 60. I didn't do anything to, like, get too big of an attack, right? This is just how the attacks are sometimes. No, there is something wrong about this nest. It's like it's not going to consume pollution either, like, anymore. And this is a fresh one. Yeah, see? This chunk is now completely filled by pollution. I'm wondering if there is like a bug report for that or something. Pollution. Experimental biter expansion too strong. Mm -hmm. Doesn't look like. Like, in Factorio 2.0, there was cases where the nests were completely covered by pollution, but that was because prior to that happening, the attack group created by the nest was not being able to pathfind because it would create the attack group, for example, outside of the pollution cloud. Or if, like, that nest was on an island, that could also disable the nests on the island from consuming pollution. But this thing was not even trying to create the attack group at all. At the same time, this thing is an expansion. And this thing is an expansion. And this thing over here, which is not consuming pollution, is an expansion. So could it be that the expansions are not consuming pollution for some reason? That's not true, because I have definitely seen the expansions attack me before. Right? And it looks like I actually ran out of bullets over here. And the bullets are delivered right now. The train is about to save the day. There it is. How does that happen? How does what happen? Hello, Skilly Boy. Running out of bullets? It's because I was not crafting them fast enough, I think. I mean... Yeah, I think it's because I was not crafting them fast enough. Maybe. Right, once again, magazine. In the last hour, I crafted 4.5, but I used 3.3, right? And then also consider the amount of the bullets that were not used, but only like put into like a new outpost, right? Because every time I build a new outpost, I output like more than 1,000 there. So yes, which basically means that I actually used more than I reduced if we consider like putting the things into the outpost as a usage, I guess. I need more crafting speed for it. But it was also out of some resources, I think. Maybe. Well, I mean, this is all of the assemblers that I have, just 6. I'm wondering how much is the usage of the bullets is going to go, how much is it going to go down when I have the physical projectile damage 5 researched. But if we keep at 12 SPM, it's going to be 2 hours. It still is like saying that it's low on iron. But I see these things. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to reorder this belt so that yeah, I literally have furnaces that don't do anything. I'm going to fix it. Any more turrets? One of the options of reducing the ammo consumption is instead of defending, once again, I can just kill this thing, right? It's not going to help much though, because the pollution is just going to spread like over there, over there, over there. I mean, maybe it will, a little, just not like too much, I think. Uh, we could just go ahead and build another factory for bullets, though. Might be a good idea, right? Before I die. There needs to be some doubling on this rail, I think, too. Look at all of these corpses, too. Boom, 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 boom. It would be fun if piles of corpses created a wall. And, I mean, not the wall, but, like, they should create a hill, and using that hill, they should be able to climb over my walls, right? Like in that zombie movie. And the bullets are not delivered here yet. And there you go. This guy actually attacked. Wait, so the attack actually did happen. And they do join the attack group. Just not these nests, but these nests do. So what's different about these guys compared to those? I don't know. Oh, the bullets are actually being delivered. Right, now let's try this bullet train. Which means that this is the last station receiving the bullets, right? No, it's not. There is one more. Who else needs bullets? Oh, this guy again? Right. Ba-da-dum. Alright, the bullets are going to be actually here now. Now this actually consumes pollution. I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding how this works. That was a big attack. Alright, what do I do? Do I go for some killing or not? Because this is going to be a big problem. Like, I literally use 73 per minute, but I'm making 70. Like, this is not good. Right? This is not good. I think it's the ones trying to join the attack group on the right. But yeah, the attack group early for the left got confused. Yeah. So like they consumed the pollution, which means that they can spawn a biter, which would join the attack group, but the attack group was not created for some reason, is what I'm guessing, right? So, and then later on, when the pollution actually reached this nest, then the pollution was like then like this nest created the attack group, so the guys from here started joining this attack group, right? Like, but before but when I was only polluting this nest, this attack group was not here, but these guys were not creating their own for some reason, right? Maybe it's because like they are considered to be part of this nest. I don't know. Doesn't really make much sense, I think. Okay, I was going to like purpose the belt a little bit over here, right? Because I literally have 12 furnaces which are not doing anything, but my iron is not being delivered here. Wait, no, it's not the iron. It's the steel. I need some more steel furnaces. Um, yeah, it's not the iron, it's the steel. Zero 37. It's like, yeah, I think it's just this the solar panels. So as soon as they stop crafting, I mean these guys are also doing 36, right? Which is 3 of these are enough for these 3, and then 3 of those are going to be enough for these 5, right? And if that's everything that is requiring steel, which I think it is, for the red, green, and blue and black science, then I think I should be good. As soon as I stop crafting the solar panels, which I will start crafting instead on the mall, I guess. Yeah, let's just make sure that this is not being crafted here. But speaking about the solar panels, I should probably place them because the steam engines are working maybe a little more than necessary. Yeah, maybe I don't actually need more steel. It's fine. Yeah. Accumulators. So where do I place more solar panels, though? In all of these outposts? Good morning, Sheepduck. Good morning, good morning. Hello. I woke up a while back though, technically, and I am technically a little bit tired, so I'm a little slow today, but that's fine. We will make some progress anyway. Um but you know what I need? I need to come up with a name for this playthrough. What do you guys call this thing that I'm doing here? Because the current title is a little bit too long. If I was to do a YouTube video, what should I call it for this playthrough? Do, do, do. How are we doing now? Buildings, accumulators. Build 50 more. And I could build more. Let's do it a little bit on that one too. I'm the only non-American streamer that you follow that has similar time of day, similar as you. And bullets are still needed there. They are going to be delivered though. Hmm? Introducing the baby to Factorio, yeah. Pew, 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 pew. A train was destroyed. It finally happened. Alright. And I think this train was also full of iron ore, actually. Just 4,000 though, not too much. But yeah. Can Cannot really do anything about it yet. Until we have elevated rails. The only way to do it is to not pollute. At the moment. But I need. All the signs and everything to happen. Another train died. No! That's another iron ore train. Okay, I guess it's because of this expansion. Happened right next to the rails. Right? So this one actually has to go. They killed 2 trains. Rails got destroyed. I mean, rails got destroyed. So what happened there is that the train ran over the biters, which put the biters into the enraged mode, and they start killing the rails because of that. Yeah. Is ore meant to be on the belt on the outpost? Oh. Oh. Wait, what? How does that happen? Oh, it's because I was putting the ore into the bullet train and then from the bullet train into this thing. No, this is not how it's supposed to work. But I guess I'm lucky that these guys are broken for some reason and I'm actually not being attacked here. I will need to fix it. But let's first fix these rails. My ammo train, though, it is filtered. But it was not filtered immediately. Maybe this one is relatively old when I did not filter it yet. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. It's because this inserter is not filtered. Because when the train with the iron ore comes here, to pick up the iron ore is actually unloading the iron ore to it. There we go. That's what happened. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can not die to the biters. Shooting so slowly at this point. Still. What is that? Did I hit a rock? Why do I not have my night vision on? I put it away so that I know where to place the lamps. And then I don't see the rock. It's actually surprising that I did not die here. I don't know if you're aware, but they will fix the Canada Chunks expansion, so placing structures will not stop the expansion. Okay, sure. I'm not using that abuse anyway. I'm not trying to abuse any mechanic, including that. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if they don't, if I wouldn't mind them keeping that. I don't think that even the like the spawner blocking really deserved the nerf. How many people were actually using that? And then if they do go ahead and like fix these things, then why not fix the landmines? Why not fix the flamethrowers being too OP? And make them use like 100 times more oil, for example. They're fixing all those things which are very, very niche. And don't really matter. And like only a tiny fraction of people, as I see it. Maybe it's not a tiny fraction of people. Maybe actually everyone knows about this trick, but I don't think so. Okay. And to build a couple trains, 2 iron trains were deleted. 2 iron trains. And then I need to fix this too. Is tank and flamethrower my endgame weapon? No, it's not. No. The atomic bomb is basically the end game weapon, and then later, if I decide to go like into like further than just beating the game, then there's also Spidertron. Just no Tesla artillery. No, artillery also is a thing. Yeah. No. I'm just not using the flamethrower turrets. There's like Just the things that I think are too OP. The flamethrowers, the landmines, and the laser turrets. I guess I don't really mind laser turrets too much, but yeah, not using those either. There is not really any reason to use Tesla on Novice, though. I think I'm not going to do that. No, on Novice I'm going to do this. The gun turrets and artillery later. Actually, no. Am I even going to use the artillery? I'm not sure if I will. Because it's just too much. I just need to clear some space. Like eventually, our world is going to be like this big or like even bigger than that, right? I'm not even sure if I'm going for artillery at all. I just need to carve my path through the biter bases using atomic bomb, and that's it. Artillery is going to be used on Gleba though. Okay, I have the locomotives. I just need 4 cargo wagons for my broken iron trains. Okay, I also actually started crafting more bullets. What happened? Why did I start crafting more? I did not increase anything, did I? The problem with the lack of bullets is actually a little concerning here. I'm going to die if I don't do something about it right now. Do I have gears? And arm plates. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I don't build any new outposts right now, it's probably fine. Right? How many stations request the bullets? Just a single one, right? So maybe I'm okay as long as I'm crafting them. And yeah, that single thing requesting the bullets is this iron, which technically has the bullets on the belt. Yeah, you see, like, I'm on every outpost. All of these bells, they actually hold like 600 plus whatever I have in the turrets, which is 720 because 10 in each of the 72 turrets. Yeah, I'm sort of like 1.5 thousand in each of the outposts. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do the new outpost for new bullets. This one is still working off the steel furnaces. Since then, I have done the research the electric ones, so that's what we need to use on the new outpost. Let's go. I'm not going to do that in the mall. Literally dedicated new outpost is what I'm going to be building. Where am I going to be building that? Skipping nuclear for a while. No, I'm going to nuclear. Like, that's one of the next things. The robots are just relatively cheap. And so that I don't need to, like, repair the things myself, I guess. But uranium power is something that I want to go for relatively soon. Not sure if, like, the next thing. There is also, like, power armor and exoskeletons that I want to get. For now, I am kind of okay with just the solar, right? Yeah, I can just, like, be building a little bit more solar for now. I don't know. Soon. Everything. I want everything. I don't know if you were following, like, the previous version of this run, but I don't remember when I got the nuclear, before or after. There was one thing that I'm doing differently here. I think in the previous run I was already having, like, the quality in my mining drill, so I started doing quality already, and like, I went straight for the rare power armor maybe, but I'm not doing it this time because actually a quality module in the mining drill takes a place of the efficiency module, which would get me, instead of minus 80 consumption, to minus 60 consumption, which means 40% consumption instead of 20% consumption, right? Which is actually twice as much, so twice as much pollution. And yeah, I'm having a little bit of the trouble right now already defending, right? Which I'm assuming is going to be actually solved relatively easily by another bullet factory. But yeah, I'm definitely having more problem defending, and then also the evolution. We need to be careful because I really need to make sure that I'm getting to the uranium bullets before the behemoths start appearing. You kind of forget? Yeah, I also kind of forget what I did myself. It's... yeah. Alright, can I, like, repurpose one of the old things that ran out, for example? Nah, not really. Let's just do a new outpost. Let's do it over here. Why not? So all I need really is just iron and copper, and that is the bullets, right? Yeah, that's all I need. So and these electric furnaces, 50, good enough. Right. Go up from here. And this over here is going to be the train stop. And this over here is also going to be another train stop. In fact, you know what? I'm just doing it like this. There we go. I need to call for the mall train. It has everything I need. Yeah. So I'm going to unload iron and I'm going to unload copper. Let's have a filter for iron and a filter for copper. And that's all. Which means that this station is going to be iron ore unloading. We give it the bigger priority, also the maximum priority, because we prioritize the defenses, the bullets, to the mall. And this over here is going to be the copper ore unloading, which is also going to have the maximum priority. You stop right there. Enable if iron ore is less than 1,000. Enable if copper is less than 1,000. Power. Medium power. And then this guy needs to stand behind signal. And then I will also have another station for the bullet train. So this over here is going to be my other bullet loading station. Let's lower the priority for now, and then later I will increase the priority once it is actually working. All right, how many bullets am I going to be crafting? Let's do A full yellow belt of iron. Is that a lot? Is that how much I want? Full belt of iron is Seeker Cat. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid, and someone already give you a shout out. Welcome, welcome, raiders. How are you doing? Hello, Veldak. I am right now building a new bullet factory because I realized that I was running out a little bit of the bullets. Do, 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 do. Wait, it's like 8 to 5. How about we literally do 8 to 5? So like 5 furnaces for the steel, you know? And 8 furnaces for the iron. That's perfect, right? There you go. Give me my mold train. Conveyor belts, inserters. Wait, do I have fast inserters? Wait, I never put the fast inserters into the train. Have them. Just not in the train, that's fine. It's probably okay. How much can these guys do? Can they do a full belt? Okay, so I have iron, I have steel, and then I need copper. Once again, for this. It is just 2 copper. Okay, and I think maybe we double this, right? Because this is just 13. If I double this, it's going to actually consume a little more than a belt then. So I do 5 more for steel. Do over here 5. That's for steel, and then 8 for the iron. So that's going to be my second belt. Going this way. Which also means that I will have just 4 furnaces for copper is all that we need. Okay, and now I actually craft the bullets. So how much is this going to be exactly? 8, 16, 16 furnaces out of 24 is 2/3. So I'm making 2/3 of a belt of iron. 2/3, which is 10 iron plates a second, right? A single assembler for this thing is going to consume 3 a second. 23 of these. 2 plus. No, I need like 3 and 1/3. Which is going to mean exactly 10 assemblers for the red bullets, by the way, right? I think. Yeah. Exactly 10 for the red, and then like 4 for the yellow. There we go. And I don't have assemblers in my mall train either. Right, because this is the outpost mall, not the mall. I mean, I can just craft it all here, I guess. It's not that many assemblers that I need. Do, 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 do. Do you have long inserters in this? No, I do not. Makes sense. Why would I? Alright, so just one more assembler, and that is all. And then I have the input to that over here, and the steel belt too, coming from the bottom. Okay, and I have the chests full of bullets over here. Ba-da-dum. Right? These guys over here need to be fast inserters. Other than that, I think everything can work on yellows. Right? I'll make this over here to also to be bloom. Okay. And now that this is working, and this is supposed to work full speed as long as I have the everything required. So now I just defend this. All I need is the conveyor belts and inserters and turrets and walls. And I have all of those. So I can send my mole train back home and I can reset the priority of this to the maximum, I guess. I'm not building another red one later. Unless I'm building the uranium bullets directly here later, which I might. Yeah, so I literally just defend this thing now is all that I need to do. So make the belt going around this whole thing. Input priority on the right for the new bullets. There we go. I think this should not be polluting too much because this is all working with efficiency. I will put the efficiency into the assembly machines for the bullets too. I don't think this should be polluting much. But I don't want it to die, so we put all of the turrets that I can fit here. was my science. Oh, the SPM went up, by the way. 25 SPM, 20. So, like, we will need to actually take a look at the graph of the ammo consumption to see how much this actually helps. It says that plus 20%. So we go from plus 60 to plus 80. Let's see how much this actually is supposed to help us, right? Because we go from we go to 1.8 from 1.6, which means that the actual extra damage is 12%. That's the damage on the bullets, plus we have the same multiplier on the turrets. So we actually want to square this thing, which means that this is going to give me 26% more damage. So I'm supposed to use 25% less bullets or something, right? Which means that it's a little bit like the graph is a little bit difficult to like see, though. It's not uniform, so right, like in the last 10 minutes I only used 40 bullets, but then previously there was 10 minutes where I was using 70 bullets. Thank you for the following. But over the last hour, it's also like not very telling because I've been adding new outposts. So it's like it really depends on and the expansions were happening, and some of the things are broken too. So it's not actually going to be easy to see the change from the another upgrade, I think. Wait, I actually ran out. 7. Come on, I can craft 7. Didn't I have a medium purple on this side? I should stop using the wooden power poles. I just had them on me, so which is why I was placing them still. But I have all of the medium power poles I need. Okay, and I should have all the turrets. Now, do I have all the walls? I think I should. Have enough on me. What's the purpose of this ammo outpost? Crafting ammo? Crafting ammo so that I don't die? What else would be the purpose of the ammo outpost? Yeah. Like, this ammo outpost is not making enough bullets. This is 6 assemblers, and this is going to be twice as much. Actually, this is not twice as much even, now that I'm looking at it. It is, yeah. This is also not going to be enough, I'm assuming. Well, I mean, we are at 64% evolution. How much how is the graph looking for the spawning of the biters, right? So this is my current evolution factor, and the big biters are basically only going to be doubled in terms of like the percentage of the big biters compared to the other ones, right? So it's kind of fine then. And especially combined with a more damage, it should be fine. But but we are going to also build a bigger factory. The factory must grow, obviously, right? So maybe I built it too small. Maybe I built it too small. The thing is, though, like, I will need a lot more iron to make this actually bigger, right? I'm right now just mining 1.7 thousand. So this was already using more than a belt, right? To craft all of that. So more than 1,000. So what's left for my science? I need a lot of iron, basically, is what this means. We need more. We need faster. Let's have the output priority on the left too, so I'm going to fill this belt before filling the chests. Okay, and then supposedly my bullet train is right now going over here to unload the bullets, and once it unloads, it's going to start taking the bullets from this new factory instead. I can use like both the old and the new one. That's going to be like triple the amount of bullets that I'm crafting then, right? Magazine. Right? Instead of 70, we can kind of go even to 270 sometimes. So that should be enough for sure. Right? Right? These attacks, they're happening all the times, but we don't like really see them. Because they don't actually kill much. You can just see the attack and how huge it was by looking at the ammo consumption graph. It would be nice if I could like select a span on this graph and it would tell me how much bullets exactly this single attack consumed. And where was this big attack even happening? I'm guessing like all of this is basically on this iron. Or is it not the case? Okay, this needs to be repaired, actually. Let's go ahead and repair it right now. Also, because like this is technically the corner, it takes a lot of damage. I might want to instead like do a little bit like this, you know. So it's more than one turret shooting at the biters. Yeah, let's do that. So just make this thing go down here, and that's all. I have turrets in this place too, right? I don't need to call for my mall. $10 until the damage upgrade. This one is like expensive because of the military science, by the way. The next researches are maybe well, actually they're not going to go faster because I'm limited by the amount of the assemblers for the blue science, which is just doing 24 anyway. Unless I'm going to research something just to red and green real quick, like a quality module or speed modules. Am I going to be using those already, or do I wait more? Alright, and the fact that this train just stands here means that I don't need the bullets anywhere, which is nice. I forgot to put the lamps there, by the way. Once again, because I am holding the night vision. So I don't know if it's needed. Because I don't notice that I'm wearing night vision. Let's put it off. Alright, the bullet factory has been built, and also I connected the copper. Those are the things that I did today. What is next? I don't think I can go for bigger SPM yet, because that will require more resources. So I just go for more resources. There is not really much else, right? Let's take a look again. I am having 300,000 Iron, 172 copper. Wait, did I not just connect the copper when I connected it earlier today? I had like 220. So I already used like 50,000. How much am I using in an hour? I'm using 100,000 iron in an hour. Which means that this is just 3 hours of iron. And like around 3 hours of copper too. Nuke power. Nuke power is going to need the bigger SPM. The problem with the nuke power is that it costs 7,000 science packs. Was it what is it by default? Let me check the wiki. Nuclear power research by default is 800. So this is like a little less than 10 times the 10 times multiplier. Yeah. Like 9x. This is going to take a while, right? Especially like with the current SPM of like 20. No, ramping is based on how deep the research is. Yes. It is all determined in the beginning of the game. We can already see all of the costs for all of the things. Like the solar system edge costs 1,000,000 science packs. It does not matter the order in which I do the things. There is another mod though, which does exactly like that. The ramping. But I like this approach more, so I can plan into the future. I think it makes more sense. Yeah, I desperately need this damage upgrade. Next run, tech cost increases by 100 with every research. Is it your next run? Go for it. No, you decided it's mine. Let's take a look at the power. The steam engine once again actually works. Wait, this looks wrong. This looks wrong. This graph looks wrong. This looks like the biters destroyed a power pole somewhere. Did they? No. Why is the graph this much different? Or is it because I... Oh, wait. It is actually because I started using more power. Because I set up this this new outpost, right? Yeah. I actually started using more power. So I'm low on the solar panels now, though, not the accumulators. Do, 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 do. You like this solar panel layout? I'm trying my best to do the best layout possible. Wait, this guy says no path. If this guy says no path, then something definitely was destroyed. Stations, bullet unloading. Bullet unloading is needed over here. Oh, and there is no path. That's right, because I need a circle over here. Okay. Can I ask the mole to come to me, please? Do I have lamps on the mole, actually, on the train? No. You know what? Let's put the more things into it, right? I have the assemblers, I have the inserters, right? I need to place those. Let's have a couple assemblers, a couple inserters here. What else? There's also pipes, which I don't have. Just one stack is good enough, probably, for now. Da, 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 da. And then everything else, actually, what is everything else that is on the mall is in the train already. There we go. So this is how I load it. Real quick. Yeah, I think this run has the my favorite spaghetti. I'm trying to improve on my spaghetti building skills, and it's cool. I like that we have multiple outposts instead of a single base too, and all of those are connected through the rail spaghetti. How's the pollution here? Okay, that one no. Which one no? You didn't like some solar panel? The placement? Should I move one of the solar panels? Is that what you're saying? Alright, my damage is researched though. And I think the next damage upgrade will need the yellow science. So it's going to not happen very soon. And the next damage upgrade is 10,000 yellow science. One lamp is the equivalent of 50 solar panels, by the way. In what way? Kept at damage 5 for a while. Yeah, I am kept at damage 5 for a while, which means that I probably will need to do another another bullet factory. I probably will. How can I, like, is there a way to automatically look at the amount of the consumed bullets? Without counting the bullets which I use to like fill the things, so that I don't need to like remember to be looking at the graph. There you go. In the last 10 minutes, I was using 80 bullets per minute. That's just a bunch of attacks happened at the same time. That's why, right? So like the last hour is the better graph. But I also see like that in the last hour, this is the what the graph looks like. It was like having bigger attacks in the last 20 minutes compared to before. Maybe it's because the science. It actually makes sense because I was doing more science than before in the last 30 minutes. And this leads to more attacks. Yeah, it actually does make sense. Yeah. I also should make sure that my boilers don't work. And to place more. Wait, they actually did already break this? The thing that I just built? Yeah, the attacks on my science builds is huge. This is still working though, using the steel furnaces. I kind of want to keep it working on the steel furnaces though, because like changing it is too much work, and I want to just keep things for history too. But yeah, those furnaces, they do pollution, which is why we're getting huge attacks on this thing. Okay, and in order for the bullets to be delivered into this station, I need to have a way to turn around somewhere. So how about that way to turn around is going to be over here, like so. There we go. And now my train is going to find the path. Yep. All right, so just connect the resources, right? Iron, and copper. The stone and coal are not as needed. And even the oil is not as needed, I think. Let's see. So the things that I actually see on the map is 95 iron ore over here. And to get rid of that 95 iron ore, it's annoying that I did not cover like a tile with mining drills there. I'll fix it. Okay. And then, do I care about like trying to not kill as many nests around? Probably doesn't really matter. All of these irons that I see on the map are relatively same size. This one technically is a little easier to take because this nest is smaller, but I will want to have all of them, all of those eventually anyway. There is to be oil there, but I don't think I need oil, right? Let's take a look. Oil, fluid, oil. Yeah, I'm making 1.1 thousand. I'm using. Well, I might actually. I'm using full speed. I'm using 1.4. Sometimes I'm using 3.4. No, I don't think this ever happened. I think this was happening when I was doing the mall. Alright, I'll mine this by hand. Almost done. All right. Now we go for the real iron. And this over here is completely out. Let's go from here down, or do I not? Because in between these nests, not enough space. I'll go around. I'll go around. I don't think I need to kill anything. Except for this thing. The only question is, how do I get through this forest, maybe? Or if I go from the right, then I can go through. This will need to be killed anyway for the copper. Do I do that? This might be still too close. But we'll see. Maybe not. Just don't want to destroy the trees if I don't need to. Can I already see the graph? Magazine? Wait, how long ago did I do this? Already? Is this 12 minutes ago me? Thank you for the follow. Is this 12 minutes ago me researching the damage? 40 per minute? Yeah, like I said, it's not really like visible the change there in the graph. Right, I go through that. And I guess I will kill some of these trees after all. For the rail to go through. Missing rail, alright. But I'm basically here, and I'm going to call the mole train anyway. Wait, but first I need to connect the power to. All right. Boom, 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 boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I will want to kill this nest, which is right next. And we, by the way, this is having big worms already. I think I have not fought big worms yet, right? So this is this is the distance where they start spawning. Yeah, this was all mediums before. Okay, I just need the battery and the tank to be recharged, because apparently it's not charged. Should I have even a couple more batteries like this, by the way? Recharged yet? 55%. Well, it's not night yet. Right? It's not. Okay, robotics is going to be done in 30 minutes, by the way. And then the construction robotics is another 45 minutes. Yeah, something like an hour and a half until the bots are researched. All right, maybe that's enough. Which probably is. And, by the way, the biggest, I guess, thing that I do feel after the damage upgrade is the fact that I'm one-shotting the nests with a tank now. Now I need the shooting speed. Shooting speed is going to also feel really nice on a tank. And the battery is out. Should be able to finish this though. There could be another option of getting rid of these big worms using the poison capsules, by the way. Should I? I think it would be faster at this stage. Are the poison capsule gold against the big worms? I don't remember. It was a while since since I used them last time. Would it be faster or not? Boom, 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 boom. Missing rail. I need rails. Give me the rails. Wait, I don't have rails? Why do I not have rails? This guy was standing in the mall. And I don't have rails? Wait, I'm not requesting rails. Because I definitely have made the assembler for it, right? Oh, wait, I don't have stone? Wait. Wait, why do I not have stone? Resources. I have 163,000 stone. Am I not supposed to have it here? Stone. Stone is not being mined. So something is really wrong here. Where is the stone? This is the stone that is connected, right? And did I forget to name this station? No, I did not. Did I do I not have the stone loading station? There we go. This has the stone, but it's not being unloaded. But it's not being unloaded. Why? Because this thing is called Ralph Fox Nitrix. Stone unload. There you go. Unbelievable. I need to look at the stations if any of these is like not the properly named. The fact that like the names for the train stops are by default randomized also means that they could be like anywhere in the middle of this thing. Unless I like prefix all of my stations with something. Like an icon. Maybe that's something that I should be doing. Alright, anyway. Let's in this case build everything else other than the rails first and then build the rails. You prefix the name of the station with the resource it's at. I don't like that because it makes the. I mean, it's probably fine if you like name like because like the icon, the way the icons are sorted, are sometimes a little bit weird. So like when I'm trying to look for something, I need to look for it, and it's easier if it's all sorted. You know, like by alphabetically. If it's an icon, because you don't actually see the representation of the letters there, it is not as easy. Which is why I always start like with the text, and then the icon is in the middle instead. in the beginning. The icons are sorted by the same system as the build menu. I'm not sure. I think it is sorted by the name of the item, but this menu is not sorted by the names. Because technically the icon in text is like something. Is it like item iron gear? I'm not sure. Let's just copy this. I paste it in another thing. Yeah, it's like item equal iron gear. See this like changes the color too. I guess the iron gear is not the real item. Is it iron gear wheel? There you go. See, I just type iron gear wheel and it says this. So I'm pretty sure that it is sorted by this textual representation of the icons. Yeah, but it depends on the internal name, which might be different than what I'm actually like putting at my train stop name, right? And like sometimes, for example, I call the things green chip and red chip instead of saying that it is the whatever it's actually called, the electronic circuit and advanced circuit and processing unit later. Can you just make this guy go home real quick, pick up the rails, and then come back, actually? Power poles. Alright, is my mall already filled with all of the rails? Okay, 200 rails, good enough. Come back to me now. Where am I? Over here. Do 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 do. This one is pretty small, I'm not sure. Pretty sure, I mean, that I don't need the super solid wall, but whatever. It's not difficult to place it, I guess, anyway. Are the bullets coming? They are. Is there anything else to build here? Or do I have everything? Well, I mean, just the walls. Yeah, I think I can go home now. Okay, and one of the things that I want to do is more doubling of this rail. Not right next to the iron though, a little bit further away. Maybe let's like double inside of this forest a little bit. Okay, and then maybe over here too. And over here, let's do more doubling. And somewhere closer to the spawn. Maybe like this over here is also not doubled at all. Let's do it over here near the depot. Okay, the bullets are all there. We have once again still less than 500,000 iron, but the speed is now at 2.5 thousand. Earlier today I had 2,000 and was dropping down to 1.5. Still not sure how much exactly I need. It looks like this consumption 10 minutes ago was at 2.5, so I actually need even more because this is not enough if I keep consuming at this rate. One of the things I really liked about my previous run where I had smaller trains is like how easy it is to like visualize and know if I need the signal or not. Like with bigger trains, it's a little like I actually need to see this preview. Unless I like overestimate a lot, but that means more building of the rails, which is more work. I don't like work. Hmm. I guess later, but that's going to be much later when I'm actually building the rails with the bots using a blueprint. Then it could just live in the blueprint and I don't need to think about it anymore. All right. The another iron is connected. Let's take care of this entity ghost over there, which says that I need to craft the efficiency modules in the mall. Because I was planning to do that a long time ago. Also, I think now that I'm making the bullets faster, right? Yeah, this buffer is like filling in. Very nice, very nice. Right now, this train, as it stops, it is only set to have this much, but I think I just unlock it and have a full or do I not? Like in case this train runs over the biter, I would lose 4,000 bullets. 4,000 bullets is how much iron? One bullet is like 6 iron. So 4,000 is like 25,000 iron. Is 25,000 iron a lot at this point? I mean, it is still is. Yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe let's not do full one. Let's do like half. It just right now it did 2 trips for no reason. I mean, at the same time, do I care that it just did 2 trips here? Even I don't. No, let's not do it yet. Later, later I will. Okay, I also had another idea of the thing that I could do. Of the thing that I could do. Um, do I do it though? With more outputs might make sense with more bullet trains with just 1,000 rather than putting all in one. Yeah, yeah, it does. I guess. Yeah, do another train instead. I was thinking of changing the mall train. Right now, I am detecting its direction in a dedicated station, but I could detect it directly on the mall. But looking at this spaghetti, I don't know, putting the inserters, putting more inserters in the front wagon is not that difficult, but the back one, unless I put it over here. Hold on, can I? I guess I can. Down, down. No, I cannot. This inserter is actually not connected. I cannot pick up this inserter anymore. Unless I move this train. Ah, no. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just keep it as is. That's fine. Doesn't need to be improved. Nothing to improve there. It's perfect, right? Okay, have the assembly machines. How many do I need for this? So I had 6, and it was crafted pretty fast. So maybe I don't need more than 6. Do I need 6 though? Maybe I can just go. Maybe I can just. Use a little less, you know. Can I? Does this thing only have the red chips? I think it does, yeah. Let's do a green chip and red chip combined together. And okay, sure, let's do 5 like that. And all of those are going to be put into the system if I need the efficiency modules. There we go. Okay, and then I need to put it into this thing here. So if I have 50 mining drills, then I need 150. Oh my god, this is annoying. Again, I need to first do that, then do it over here. 3. Yeah, 150 modules here. And I will need to request the modules then. Let's request them here next to the thing. Inside of a chest, I want not 150, but since sometimes I will want to have a bunch of them. Maybe I want a full 1,000 even. That's 2 lines, right? Yeah, let's have 1,000. Let's have 500. 500. A single full line. That should be good. And put a lamp here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so today I connected a copper, a patch of copper, and a small patch of copper. This has been connected. It's not even being picked up, apparently. I connected another iron. Did I only connect one today? I think I did connect only one, right? And then the new bullet factory was done. That's what we did so far. And I think, like I said, I woke up a little bit too early today, so I'm actually pretty tired. Maybe I should not have streamed today. I'm going to end here. Next time we get to bots, which is going to take exactly 1 hour of research. And the next thing, other than connecting more resources that I need to build, is a bigger SPM factory. So hopefully that starts happening next time too. And that's it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. Bam, 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 bam. See you next time. Right? Until next time. Bye.